Me, yeah, it's on me. Yeah, it's on me. Mm, 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 yeah, yeah, it's on me. 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 Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Andre Wade. Yeah. Come back with another one. Something that's just on my mind today. Something, how I'm feeling today, because, I'm so thankful. Every day I'm so thankful for another opportunity. Another opportunity, not just so much of just living, but being so thankful to be able to give something away today. Give something away freely. Just give it away today. It's on me. Yeah, it's on me. Yeah. Mm, 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 It's on me. Yeah, it's on me. Yeah. Just on release. First heard on Just Release with Andre Wade. I already told you. When you tell somebody about this show, when you tell them to subscribe and push that like button, push that like, that one with the hand with the, hey, push them lights because it's just so much, I said to be thankful for, right? But also not being unmindful of this. I pray peace upon your family once again. And just giving you all thanks. Giving you all thanks. Because, if somebody want to hear something, they say, oh, Dre, they say, OG, keep coming with them stories. Keep coming with them stories, and not just so much being as a story. Because you can just, you ask yourself why. Sometimes we ask ourselves why. Why did it had to take of what we went through in order to, had to come to this place where we at, of yourself, not just so meaning to me, but each one of you all that's reviewing my show, right? Why? Why did it have to go that way to get to where we are right now today, right? And it's so much that you had to go through, right? And because I can speak on this, you know, uh, in a manner where it reflects to the stories that be told in the Bible, right? And when I go to this part right here, right, and then when I'm asking myself why, why I had what I did, right, but when I went to these stories that I became familiar with through the reading of the word and allowing God to place the knowledge upon my heart of what I was reading, right? And it took me to the time when the children was going through the wilderness, right? And so many of us know about this story, right? Because this story was being told from among the people of Moses people, right? The people that Moses was born within the bloodline and becoming knowledgeable so much of what his race and everything he had went through, right? But we go to that part where Moses took the people through the wilderness. And it was so much that went on through the wilderness, that journey that they went on, right? It's so many people can read that story and come out with something different. Because see, we go into it unmindful of its being the word of God, then you're not gonna get that spiritual knowledge of it. You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna gain it. You're not gonna see it. And so we go through it to that story spiritually, right? Meaning, I'm finna allow God to place this story upon my heart. And so if he placed this story upon my heart and it's being truthful of his word, so we're not gonna go into it being mindful on a story that had been told unspiritually of these times, right? Because you have that other side, that other part, right? So we ask ourselves, why? Why did it take, why we had to go so when you look at the people, the children and everybody that went through that wilderness, and that's part of the story. And and the things that they had seen, and yet at that time they allowed their hearts to believe that they could go on after sin. And then, because they seen it, right? Not just what happened, but went on and did something else. And after they went through that something else, because after they come out of there, when they come out of that wilderness, right? So many of them, had died, right, during the course of those years. Many generations of people had died, right, before the children was able to come out of that at the time that they came out, right? And so it was a part of people that didn't make it out of there, but they had some things that they was able to teach, and they had some things that they was able to tell the others as they went through it. And so the ones that had gotten out, right, of it, that God had allowed to come out of there. And so many of them went so many different ways. And we're talking, and I tell you about these stories, right? How we go different ways. And so we do, by going different ways, a lot of them went ways and totally forgot about the seen things, that not the untold scenes, but the things that they had seen at that time. And yet they believed that they was going to be able to, okay, yeah, we're going to be in that mindset, but yet, go on to do something different, because, they went different ways and became mindful of different things and different beliefs of other things in other people ways. Because when them people went out, I told you about the story of Noah, where him and his children and their families came out. And well, these children of his, their wives and everything, they went different ways. They went all different ways. And so when we look at these things spiritually, and we allow God to place it upon our hearts, and we become so knowledgeable that even though we are living right now today, and when you read those stories and it's placed truly in your heart, you can see it, right? And you get to that point right then, you say, why I had to go through this here? Why did it take this, but yet it's so much come out of it, it's so much good come out of it. It's so much good come out of it. It's on me. Yeah, 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 and I express that because, when I look at all these, successful people, and that have done achieved so much in life, right? And you look at your Michael Jordan, and you look at the commercials that these commercials, these companies and these owners, and they air out of these successful people, right? And you look at that theme song of when they showing, the Michael Jordans and throughout his career, right? And and the themes of songs come up, of these people, and it's so much that plays so much of a role as being successful. So when you're reviewing this here, and you can look back, right, and it's just how I was feeling at that time, and to be able to come out and express it, right? But try to keep it so much of the title of or the concept of what people can say, well, man, I can feel that in the way he do it, in the way he says it, you know? And there's so much to believe of that because guess what? We almost at that 1,000 mark, and we can remember when, and just some of y'all can remember when we was at, so much so further had to go. And some say, well, he probably could have been there. But see, we have to go through some things, even, to become successful. And when you think you at that successful rate, because see, when you try to build something successful upon your own, how strong is the foundation? How strong is the foundation? So when I allow my spiritual beliefs, right, the things that I think are spiritual that strengthen me as a man, and I allow God to give me the knowledge and understanding to build what I'm standing on. So when you look in these stories and you see the years it took, you see years that had been taken throughout a course of time of people becoming truly knowledgeable of the characters, the men that God had used at that time to express what he he already had knew he was going to do. But we had to go through some things. So we look at Ramsey, and we going back to the Bible, right? Not just so much we look at Ramsey on what he had to go through in order to come to a point to believe and receive that Moses God was God, and that's when we're talking about the Bible. So when we believe this story, if we believe this story, so when we look at them children that went through the wilderness, we look at those who went in and yet didn't come out. And right now today, and when we say why, why, why couldn't I have seen it at that time? And see, and if that was the case, that's why they be talking talking about these characters being so smart, so smart. And I told you I read a story where, and it was explaining on how you had so many professors and scholars that built the Titanic, and they were saying that it would never sink. And these men that got at this table, and they were scholars and engineers of the trade that they had every part of that Titanic that was built, right? But here's a man had never been built anything, and going back to the Bible. Here's a man had never built anything, but received the direction within his mind, with his dreams, sleeping of how and what God wanted him to do and how to build that. And we talking about a man that didn't have no experience in any building at that time, but build a yard that never sank, Wow. Hey, it's on me. Yeah, 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 and with that, and I'm telling you, and so much come out, and they say, whatever you put into something, it's going to show the successfulness of it, right? So, in order for this, to be so successful, then, I have to put something in it. I have to put so much in it, right? And so, but if I just give it to God, y'all remember that? If I just give it to God and let Him build it, then I think it'd be built on so much of a foundation. Because see, ain't nothing ever sinked of His. Ain't nothing ever sinked of His. I don't know if they talking about a spaceship or whatever. Ain't nothing ever synced on here. So I'm allowed, in that nature. And I told you, everybody had a time, everybody had a theme song, about the Michael Jordans, Bruce Lee, all them successful. When they showing these, these successful men and these successful people of this world, and when they commercialize it, they have so much to put in it. So yeah, this is just release. So when you tell somebody just release, tell them to hit that like button. Tell them to hit that like button. Because hey, it's on me. Yeah, it's on me. Yeah, it's on me. Yeah, it's on me. Yeah, yeah. This is Andre Wade with Just Release. And I'll be back with something else.